What's up, guys? It's Black and bringing you some more RA content. We did RATL last week, but this time we're going to jump into it and we're going to hit up some RATL games. That's right, we're doing some 2v2 action. It's going to be interesting. In the top left, we got Well, also known as Widow, and then we got Corpse Penis, which is, of course, Moods. In the bottom, we have Mr. Colorblind, also known as Fazzar. He's his nice pink. And then we have Master playing in his traditional baby blue with a bunch of random characters that somehow equal Master, but it is what it is. I think this game is going to be really interesting. I think both these teams are actually quite similar in like their overall makeup. Fazzar is very aggressive, where Master is kind of a little bit more passive, really good on hacking up and getting like a really big death ball. Kind of does the opposite of X, where X does like all these long flanks on the edge, where Master just kind of barf moves in and he has a bunch of shockies or whatever. He's going to be Germany this time, so no shockies unfortunately, but it's going to be interesting. Same time, Widow, also very passive, really good like artillery user. You don't want to base push into him because he's going to have artilleries and he's going to slaughter you there. And then Moods, definitely aggressive, does his little harvester plays and stuff like that, so it's going to be interesting. Like Widow's got a dog here and taking the first little oil derrick engagement here, but I do like that Fazzar's doing this. This is kind of my idea on this map. These oil derricks are a little bit more easier to take than these one. If you try to take this one and this one, then usually your opponent's army's there, so. But Fazzar is going to get pushed off there temporarily, though he does have a lot of infantry there. Meanwhile, Moods is going all the way down to this bottom oil derrick, and Master looks like he's getting pushed in the middle. So Moods is going to get this, and Master is going to get this. This is kind of important if you move an army there, but again, the way this map is laid out, it's more of like this alley, and then this alley is that all the action is, so see how it goes. Fazzar is definitely going to get away with capturing this one for now, but let's see if Widow is going to go over here, so he's just going to back cap that, and that'll happen too. You'll have like this ring around the rosy with these for a while. I don't think, well, never mind. There is 2 barracks out for moves right now, so he's probably doing triple ref, which he is. So he's going to be aggressive early on, and it looks like Master is also doing triple ref, so that's going to be interesting. Both these players are going to have extra army, but Moods does have that second barrack, so he's going to produce a little bit faster. He has to be careful though, because he might run out of money really quick doing that, but yeah, once that third ref goes on, he should be fine. For the dog go down over here, but that's fine. Widow's still going to be able to cap that one, and then Fazzar's just going to be back down to 1 Garrick. We got some spectators in here. It's like Soju, Bunano, Noob, X, and I think that is Ups. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and mute him so I don't have to deal with them. They're not going to have anything relevant to say anyways. They're just going to say, oh, somebody should scout this, or that he's doing this, but blah 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 blah. Nobody cares. It's all about me, right? You just want to hear my sensual voice, and yeah. Mood's just gonna retreat back to base right now. That's fine. This engineer is gonna die. Good scouting there by Master. He's keeping his army here. I mean, if you're gonna take this, you might want to just keep your army around it, since you're gonna have that extra vision. You don't want to accidentally run into a tank here or something where you have no vision, but gonna be fine. I mean, this map is pretty big. It's crossroads. I don't think I talked about it that way. There is these gem mines right in the middle. They're kind of important on this map. You get so much eco really quick just because you have quite a bit here, and then these gems were significant boosts, so it's like you almost take these expansions really late because you can run so much on just this one expansion. A little engagement here, but Fazzar's definitely got the numbers. Be interesting to see if he just tries to kill this or if he tries to back cap it. He's gonna, okay, he's gonna try to kill it. This flak's gonna maybe push it away. There is a medic there, so that flak might actually not get a single kill unless he focus fires on that one rifle, but still gonna push Fazzar back a little bit. It looks like Fazzar is gonna back cap that oil derrick. I don't think Widow's gonna see it, although he still has his engineer alive, so that'll be interesting. Oh, the mech's gonna get caught. That's huge, actually. Yeah, there's nothing to really stop this flak from pushing in and proning these infantry. Eventually these rifles are going to catch up, but there is a light tank coming from Fazzar, and that's gonna, or Master rather, but controlled by Widow. Doesn't have any rockets there, unfortunately, so yeah, he's gonna have to retreat. There's a big army there from Widow. Moods rather, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of names confused. Looks like they're trying to call for a double right here, which is pretty smart, but looks like Fazzar and Master are already on top of it. This could go really bad for Moods. He does have a decent angle, he just needs to get these lights in position, but that is a lot of army to deal with. Oh, this is actually a really good engagement. Light tanks came in late, so they weren't targeted first. Yeah, I think he's turning out really well here. Yeah, both those armies from Fazzar and Moods, Fazzar and Master going down. This light tank got caught in the back, and that's not great. And this little flak is now providing extra vision. Fazzar's trying to correct him. But yeah, that's huge. You can look at the values right here, 1100 to 700. So both these players are really low on army now. This is kind of similar to Widow and Moods tried to do on me and Orb in this map, but it did not go out well for them. I'll just leave it at that. Good pillbox here. That's going to get a lot of value. They should probably retreat now. Yeah, just wait till a few more light tanks come up. And the Widow doesn't even bother with a ref there. He's going to go instant base push. That's very bold. I guess it's possible if you were communicating with Moods, you know, just have him move his MCV after there, and then you could do it, but they're going to camp the gems right there, and that Harvester's barely going to get away. He definitely needs to send that to ref because he's probably pretty damn broke. Yeah, look at this. Both these players are floating, and these players are completely broke. Master just now establishing his expansion, so Moods is definitely on the quicker game there. Yeah, they've got this ore field shut down, or rather gem field in this one. I like this by Moods. He's already splitting off since he knows this one's covered. Master's going to try to move out, but it's a bad timing. Although he's got a decent angle of attack here. These light tanks are in the back, but they're going to get in the front, and this army's going to get cleaned up. Yeah, that medium tank just having a really bad rally point there. Fazzar's going to come down and try to help, but then that should be Q for Moods just to go in here, and he even has to test close, so that's going to be really bad for him. Two pillboxes going to get decent value. Master did get his expansion away, but he, you know, losing this ref, he's super broken now. This is really rough. Looks like Widow and Moods definitely taking this team pretty good right now. They're in a really established position. They haven't really been threatened any on the side. There's no flanks or anything like that. And then Widow managing to back cap these two Olders. The turret goes down, unfortunately. Maybe the wall had something to do with that, but maybe it just placed it in the testicle. And I think testicles will just straight up win. Woods has to be careful though, because he doesn't have an SD, so he's being a little bit overly aggressive, and this is kind of his playstyle. These light tanks do definitely start trading out more turbo once the medium tanks come on. Big push here by Fazzar, but it's going to claim out Moods' army. Oh, bad power. There you go, he repowers it, but yeah, he's not going to be able to deal with Widow. And this wall is actually might be really nice for those pillboxes if you engage them on that side. Yeah, these probably not enough to deal with that, but again, these light tanks can't really do anything to those heavy tanks or medium tanks, so it's all going to be rocket density, and that can really easily switch bad. There's that wall coming into play a little bit, but this pillbox is getting good value. Widow has to be careful here. That heavy tank needs to get into the front, otherwise he's going to lose all of his army. Fazzar doesn't have a great angle of attack here, but it's just good enough. Yeah, he's going to straight half the infantry, and his tanks are in a really good position. Unfortunately, Master does not have any help, and Fazzar is going to get double teamed here in a second, just as soon as this tank falls. It's like Fazzar is calling out, don't go 3-UF and everything. I mean, Woods went 3-UF and 1, so 50-50 in this game at least. First artillery's out on the field. I don't think Widow's even teched up this game because he's just been aggressively base pushing, so that's definitely an interesting strategy they had on this one. But this artillery is absolutely nothing. Fazzar's going to call the GG since he was pushed off. And then I think this is over. Looks like Fazzar's just going to bounce out. Master's going to keep trying to play, but yeah, I don't think Master can do much. Then he instantly calls the GG, yep. So that was just pure aggression, and it worked out. I think Master and them got survives, but we'll jump back in for game 2. Alright, so we're back here in game 2. Looks like Widow has changed his color to more purple. I think the other one is a little bit more similar to his normal color, like a pale. And Woods is sticking with his red. We got Germany and Russia for Widow, and this time it's a double Germany on this bottom. So I think this is the most popular map that's been played so far in RATL. I mean, it makes sense. This is one of the really good 2v2 maps it is. It's desolate, of course. I haven't mentioned that yet. It's just got these 2 derricks in the middle. These one for each side, so you can kind of push these ones early, and whoever takes them generally will hold them for a while until they get destroyed in the mid game. That's just because it's really easy to double, so positioning is super important there. We got this fancy little gem mine in the back that's blocked off by walls, so Widow should definitely build a Grenade just to get the walls, because it takes like I think 4 hits from a Grenade to destroy a wall, where a rocket takes like 8 or 9. So you want to pop those walls, get those gem mines flowing nice and efficiently as early as possible, just because it's going to help your eco in the long run. And, you know, a Gren is not that big of a deal, where 300 rockets early game, or 300 early game for a rocket is definitely a little bit interesting. Yeah. Fazzar is gonna sit right here. That's a little close to the oil derrick, but he's gonna get there first, so Mood's definitely gonna get pushed back. Yep, loses 2 rifles anyways. It's gonna be whoever has a better position. Once again, Widow with the dog. Which is gonna be really nice. Oh, but he almost lost it. Gotta be very careful with that. One more shot and it's definitely dead. It's in the center still too, so any focus fire is definitely gonna hit it. Even if it wasn't in the center cell, I think a force fire would hit it, just because the splash does do a little bit of damage to the subcells. So, and dogs just have 0 health. So we're gonna go in here, and Mood's actually gonna get a decent trade, but he moved. That could be bad. Fazzar's still gonna be able to clean sweep it, but he lost a little bit more than he needed to. Widow's gonna come in with his dog, but he should be okay. He's got that 1 rifle covering. But yeah, if they try to come in here with the dog, that's definitely gonna be bad news for him. Those 2 rifles instantly gonna die. That rifle gonna serve as a force scout, but Mood's gonna get or Widow's gonna take a decent trade here. Oh, the barrel killed the dog actually. Didn't even see the barrel there. It was so hidden on this map. So that definitely swung that a little bit. They definitely would have won. They would have the numbers, but they would take a lot of more unfavorable trades than they needed to. Oh, Mood's gonna go in here with a rocket to kill him. That should definitely just be Widow's job. Looks like nothing fancy going on here. Standard Devil rough builds for most players. Master did the rough cell, which I mean makes sense in this map. You can very well protected mains. There's no flanks on them at all. Looks like Widow managed to snipe the engineer for Master there, trying to go for a decap. But yeah, nothing too crazy going on now. Mood's with he's a little bit behind. I guess he's doing triple ref again. So yeah, I mean it is a short map. It makes sense, but we'll have to see if Fazzar's theory on triple ref sucks in team games. I would tend to agree that it does, just because tech is so much more important. Interesting enough, so far, like the games that I've been in, Orb's kind of tech rushed. Oh, not necessarily tech rushed, but teched up rather quickly, and it's been moderately successful. But I haven't seen a whole lot of other teams doing it, to be honest. And I kind of expected a lot of it to happen in RATL, especially after the way that the last season of RATL had gone with a lot of tech heavy usage. But for some reason, people just want to play double ref armies and kind of do a little bit more doubling than teching up and using that advantage. So Widow again with the flak, he's gonna poke, gonna get that rifle, and he's gonna get a rocket. So that's a nice little grab. But yeah, after that, those troops are gonna be fine. They're gonna be in vision, unless they stop right there exactly. But he's got a medic, so he should be okay. Meantime, Widow's gonna kill the hospital because why not? Just gonna pull that flak back. They're both using rockets here. That's, I mean, it faster, but Master's gonna pull him away. Yeah, they should definitely get rid of all these cells. That's just gonna block the gem mine that much more. There's a Gren in there. I imagine that was meant to be up here and just kind of forgot about it, but 1 Gren's not gonna hurt your army. The explosion isn't that much damaging, and Grens aren't that, you know, they're bad. It's only $60 more. Looks like Fazzar is calling for Master to group up, maybe do a double push. We'll have to see how Widow and them respond. It's very easy to die to 2 armies, but at the same time, in a team game, if you attack 2 armies into a base and you're just getting spammed by defenses, it can go really bad. So you definitely have to be careful with the doubles. They are super powerful in 2s, but if they're done wrong, they're like almost worse than just attacking singles. So Fazzar's got his MCV out. Moods is moving his main MCV out. And looks like Widow has his MC out. He's going to be very aggressive push across, which is nice. It's going to easily protect this. This one's a little bit easier to protect just because it has the ridge here, where this one, the ridge is farther away. Master's a little bit later on his expo. That's totally fine. But yeah, I think this is going to be really bad for Moods right now. If he attacks into this, there's both armies there. We'll have to see how it goes. He's going to attack in. He needs to back out. There's so much army there. He's just going to lose it all. And Widow is not in a position to counterattack for him. He's still trading pretty much evenly, so it's actually not terrible. But yeah, as soon as he retreats, he's going to take quite a big loss there. And Widow he's going to go in here. But yeah, Master's over there with just enough army. So that's actually very dangerous now. This army can just keep pushing. There's nothing to really stop him. But it's going to be hard for Master and Fazzar to recognize that. Who's gonna get away? There is 3 rockets left in that army, so oof, there's plenty of tanks. That tank should probably just be retreated, but it's so hard to move tanks back in twos just because you need that extra armor. It's like almost a question of, is it worth it? That's going to block, I think, 2 rockets. But, you know, that 2 rockets can make all the difference when you're getting doubled. But Fazzar's going to, or Master's rather, going to pull it back for now. Probably should send it back then if he's going to not press that army. Moods, or Widow rather, again, being very aggressive, base pushing, this time after he dropped the ref, so if he sits on the sword like this, that could be really good, especially since this is completely out of range, just barely where he's going over there. Now Fazzar coming here, sinks a little bit out of position, but he's still going to actually trade rather favorably here, but he's going for the crush. Oh, I disagree with that. He needs them just in front of his army. He had just kept those tanks there, he'd have traded so much more better. This attack still has a little bit of steam with that one tank. It finally goes down and they need to retreat. I think they traded okay. They'd probably even up the game a little bit. And then Widow gonna come down here with a big flank, but that flank's gonna get caught. Well, the Master's gonna have to chase because they don't have a whole lot here, but the pillbox will probably shut that all down. There we go, there's the one pillbox there, so that army's get forfeit. So this game's kind of gone a little bit back and forth with army trading. Master trading a little bit better than Fazzar right now, but yeah, Widow traded really poorly there, and Mood still traded poorly there, so this attack just, I don't think was worth it. It looks like 2 heavy tanks ran into 2 turrets right there, and that went down rather poorly. But did pull the harvesters off a little bit, but they all got cleaned up there. Moods this time does have an SD, so that's really nice. Widow with a very forward war air dome. Stars on tier 2 too, so yeah, this army's gonna get cleaned up again. That's not great for Moods because he's gonna drop even further down. Yeah, he needs to just stop and be defensive right now. Bullet army, his army value is critically low, 3,000 to 9,000 and 1,400 or 14,000. So that's gonna be a little rough if they recognize that. But again, that's really hard to see during the game. Fazzar gonna move his main MCV out to cover this expansion. I like that. Meanwhile, Widow and Moods, I mean, they're only on 1 MCV because of Moods. See if he's building anything else. Nope, just building tanks. I do see some V2s in production, and the airfield is out for Widow, but ED is Tesla tech, so he's not gonna get that parry bombs. Fortunately, this is a really good map for parry bombs. This army right here, not scouted, so that could actually be really big depending on where he wants to hit. If he goes all the way to the main, it'll get a lot of value. I think he'll probably get the war factor, maybe the SC, but I mean, that's a lot of army value to lose, and there's a lot on your doorstep, but this is very much well protected. Just needs a few defenses over here, but that testicle is going to shut off all those harvesters, so Master's kind of in a tough spot here. He's going to have to use Fazzar's expo over here, or do like sneaky expo on the back, but he's going to attack here. Oh no, V2's on a move order. It gets off V2 and it completely misses. Heavy tank gets 1 crush, I think it was a rifle. And Fazzar on a deep flank over here, he's got 1 artillery, that could be really good. Yeah, this army's gonna, oh, he split it off, that was actually interesting. Still think he's actually gonna get the war factory because Widow's army's chasing, and he's not chasing efficiently. Like, he might casually go for the SD, he's gonna go back. Oh, he's targeting the power plant? Okay, maybe. Interesting for the Tesla. He's gonna go for the war factory. Yep, he's gonna get that for sure. This army's also hitting, but that's caused both teams to collapse on the side. Oh, he pulls back and doesn't even get the war factory yet. I don't know about that one. Meanwhile, I can see that he's pushing in over here. Fazzar's army are D2, or artillery rather, in decent position. He just needs to target fire it. They can't really see this army yet. We've got a little bit of value there. Killed 1 army in a ref. A lot of stuff going on right here. Oh, there goes down Widow's forward radar dome. He's gonna have to back expand here. This army's still alive. This army's gonna get cleaned up. Looks like that was red for a second, but it's just pink. Hard to see on the minimap. It's artillery stuck on an assault move, and it's just killing the oil derrick, but you know, the oil derricks do come in handy late game in this map. That's Chill's cleaning up there. When Fazzar's pushing down here, so this is looking pretty good for Fazzar and Master this time. Widow and them are just a little bit outpaced, I think. But this army eventually gonna get cleaned up. I like that this medium tank just happened to find that artillery. I think it was just on attack move, but oh, it doesn't even get it. That's unfortunate. This artillery is somehow still alive in some danger close driving. And Widow or Moods is not aware of it. Once again, it's stuck on a bad attack order. Still gonna get away though. Moods is pushing in here. He's definitely got the numbers, but those Blackhawks could make some decent value if they get some good targeting. But Moods just has enough. MCV should get away. Yeah, all this is gonna go down. Check over here. Looks like this army finally got cleaned up by Master. Although he does have this one still. They went back in. They're gonna get the SD. There's no War Factory out for Widow right now, so that's actually really big. Moods telling him to just hold. Yeah, I think that's the right call. Widow might be thinking he needs to GG out, but Fazzar's in a bad position now. Widow has this huge army right here that he's kind of forgot about. He's kind of all spread over. He needs to just kind of defend. Yeah, Moods is gonna be able to push in. Master and Widow don't have or Master and Fazzar. He's got an MCV coming here. That's not enough to stop this. There's one pillbox, two pillboxes. Yeah, I don't know. This is intense. There's a lot going on right now, and I'm trying to show on which to go. Oh, the girls all of Widow's eco. That could be really bad. Down goes the Blackhawk. Down goes the pillbox. He needs to kill that MCV. Looks like he's just on an attack move. Ooh, 5 harvesters go down for Widow. Looks like he had a bad grab and all of his harvesters went over. That's really bad. That army's gonna get cleaned up. Moods is still pushing in here though. Still a lot of room in this. Widow finally recognizes the guy's an army over there. He's gonna save it. He's not gonna get that MCV away though if Master's paying attention. Oh, the Blackhawks are doing so good here. Widow definitely stressed out right now. There's a lot going on. Moods' army definitely hard pressed. It's running out of steam. Master's finally gonna get enough. He did lose that, but Widow does have a huge army now, and there is enough to push in there even with all those turrets if he's smart about it. That's a great pillbox right there. It's going to distract all that stuff, but Moods has still got a decent position. Great crushes there. I think that got their last rockets. And there goes all of, oh no, there's an engineer cap. There is a Blackhawk. You should see it. There's not enough rockets to stop it, and he's going to lose all these to a pillbox on a move order. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, last second barely gets it. That actually might have been game-changing. This is quite intense. Moods is going to go for the ref there, but there is another ref. You probably should focus on the harvesters, and that little push is deflected now, but come back in here killing the helipads, which is smart. Moods is, or Widows rather, keep trying this flank, and I get it because there's a lot of defenses here, but yeah, I don't know. He needs to stabilize. He's down to just a couple harves. Ooh, that artillery going to be really good. It's target fired. These Blackhawks doing a number. He definitely needs to kill these helipads. That's his only rearming spot. And there goes all of Master's eco. He's going to lose at least one more harvester. Good crushes on him. Oh, that harvester barely gets away, but that heavy tank, one more burst. Oh, gets both of them. That's probably nice target fire there. Yeah, Fazzar's still just getting pushed back, but he needs to clean these up. Don't let them take it. There you go. He's got some troops firing on it, but yeah. This has definitely been a thorn in his side. I think this is how these Blackhawks were able to rearm and still be built earlier. Moods is definitely the better player on this side. He's been carrying this game a little bit. Widow's kind of been struggling. I think it's just the combat tab tells the story there. 46,075. Where Moods is 85. Yeah, he's definitely been carrying the team a little bit there. And again, this attack by Master, not killing the war factor the first time, but saving this little army up here, and then had some decent engagement right there. Widow back into Flax. Those tanks are very far forward, but there's not a lot of rockets there. He needs to retreat. He can't stand that. He needs to take that fight in the base. Wood says he's coming. Yeah, he's going to have to support him. I don't think Widow can stand there. He's standing. He's going to fight. But those tanks are, once they get into good position, then all the Widow's army is going to go. I think good crushes there too. Yeah, great cleanup there. Widow's definitely in a really bad position. Moods got a big X flank, and it's not going to get spotted, but the problem is as soon as Master pushes in, he doesn't have anything. Got to see how this goes. There's only one tank left now. Moods has enough that he's going to be able to stop it, but Widow is just so hurt. He's been stuck here for a while. And that army's getting shredded. Fazzar retreats his army. That's a bad call. Looks like Moods had a W select, and that's why those tanks go there. I wonder if that's going to reveal that he has an army coming here. Definitely could have used that armor on the bottom, but at the same time it did delay Fazzar, so we'll have to see how it turns out. Master gonna kill that oil derrick. I'm surprised it actually lasted that long. Yeah, losing this for Widow is gonna be really bad. He's gonna be able to contest it with Tesla coils if he has them, but I don't know. Widow is in such a bad position. We'll have to see how this flank does right here. And unfortunately, these vetted troops are going to reveal it a little early. See how quickly they respond to it. But if they miss it completely, there is the war factors and everything here. Big engagement here. It looks like Widow and Moods had the better engagement there, but these Blackhawks are going to kill all the rockets. One Blackhawk goes down, it doesn't matter. He's killing all the infantry. 2 Harvesters down there. I'll keep an eye on it. Fazzar just going to come in here, kill the army, which is smart. But, I mean, it's really not that worth it. He's probably just better off attacking. Moods is definitely clean up. This is a large part of your eco in this game, even though it is late. And these are all dry, he definitely needs it. If they find that war factory, that could be really big. Master does not have a second war factory. It's killing all of the eco too. There's 1 harvester left here. They finally noticed it. Down goes the ref. Medium tank pops out. That's not great. It's actually going to block the ref, or the husk is going to block the war factory. That war factory goes down. This tank finally joined the army. Gets the SD. That's also great. But yeah, they don't have enough to stop this, unfortunately. And those Blackhawks are definitely going to be able to clean that up. Moods is trying to push in there, and then hello, here comes a big-ass army. Right into the heart of your base. There's an artillery there, too. Blackhawks cleaned that army up. Yeah, I think this game's over. Widow calls the GG. I think Widow was definitely the weaker player here. It just kind of, he got outplayed a little bit. Wasn't necessarily, like, huge mistakes he made, just, like, little bits of here and there that kind of attributed to it. I think a lot of these flanks on this backside over here really contributed to that. Just needed to be more base pushers, which, again, I called Widow as more of an artillery base pusher, and he just never got there, which is, you know, he just wanted a different strategy or mix up something like that. But there's the official GG. Well played by Fazzar and Master of this game. Definitely went back and forth for a while. I wasn't sure who was going to win. Looked pretty decent for Moods and Widow for a little bit there, and then slowly but surely, Fazzar and Master just kind of showed the resiliency and held on. Whew, that was exhausting. That was non-stop action, and I was really happy for this game. I was expecting this game to be a pretty good series, but it definitely lived up to its expectations for me. So we'll see what's in store next week. But until then, I'll see y'all next time.
Battle control terminated.